Welcome, everyone, to more Castlevania Curse of Darkness. I'm Savage Hound Dusk, and today I'll be trying to clear all the remaining side and optional content areas in this game. And hopefully, it won't make me hate my life. So we need to get an angel halo at some point. Also, the electric guitar is, in fact, a special weapon in this game. He killed like 5 of those things when I wasn't looking. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you the super boss of Castlevania Curse of Darkness. Thank you very kindly, Liz, and welcome to the stream. There you go. That's better. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you Legion. Legion is a boss that is a very common reoccurring boss in Castlevania. He was never designed quite like this, I think. And he is easily one of the most disgusting bosses in the history of the series. I guess they saw what they did with the Forgotten One, and they're like, let's do something just as gross here. And you'll notice that... Thought I'd make an entrance. That's a good entrance to make, let me tell you. You will notice that Legion is a giant seething mass of corpses around a core. And you can only damage the core by actually touching the pieces of it that haven't fallen off yet. You'll also notice various corpses falling off of the actual boss. You can kind of cheese this with this ranged attack here to a degree. Yeah, those corpses you may have just noticed ripped off 200 hit points. Yeah, that's a thing, by the way. And the Nucleolus was destroyed. It was a false entrance, very false entrance. In fact, I suck. I am going to have to slap some self-worth into your ass. I swear to God. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you Nucleus, the real super boss of this game. As you can see, this guy kind of does a metric fuck ton of damage. There's not really a whole lot you can do about that. Be very careful about that laser. It does a shit ton of damage. It can and will fuck you up if you let it. You will also notice this boss has a lot of HP. I should have bought potions before I came in here, and I didn't. I don't know if that's going to work very well. Yeah, I didn't figure it would. If you're wondering why I'm spamming the shit out of Bone Shot, it's like the only way I can keep my innocent devil from getting nuked into non-existence. I really need to stop playing like shit. Jesus. Oh yeah, he can do that too. Oh, shit. Yeah, him doing that makes him ultra vulnerable to carpet bombing. Let's summon Vivi. He will inevitably shrink back down. This is just a nice way to damage him while he's stuck like that. Don't use the devil type innocent devil, he will fuck that thing up. Is the angel from Evangelion here? And what do you get for killing that boss? Literally nothing. You can rob both stages of him, but he gives you a food item each time that you don't need. Rely on your innocent devils to take on Nucleus. He just does so much damage. So what the hell was that? That was the super boss of Castlevania Curse of Darkness. It was called Nucleus. I'll show you the bestiary entry. It's basically what little lore you're gonna get on this thing. A giant of light born in the core of Legion, imperfect due to expulsion before fully formed. A seething lump of flesh made from innumerable human sacrifices crushes foes with its massive weight. 6,900 hit points, 8,875 hit points. So you have to take down upwards of over 15,000 hit points of damage in order to be able to kill that boss. Between the two phases. That's like the only time Nucleus ever appears in the game. In the entire series. In this game, yes. In most entries in the series, Legion is not actually a host for something else. Legion is just Legion, and that's kind of it. Inside of Legion's innumerable corpse form is actually thousands, or is actually this big, weird, demonic tentacle monster that fires laser beams at you normally.
Will that do it? Will that thank you? Will that anything else? Thanks as always. What can I get you today? Which do you like? Will that do it? Take good thanks as always. Which do you like? Thanks as always. Incubate a new one? Will that do it?
Yeah, Nucleus was a rare exception in this case. Little Diablo reference there. I have enough devil shards to be able to from my bird type innocent devils to make the rest of the birds. Ew, it's 14 degrees today. Oh god, yeah, no, that sucks.
Will that do it?
My feet's still cold. Let's keep with the Final Fantasy references with his names. Why not?
Anything else? Which do you like? Will that do it? Take good care of it. Thanks as always. Which do you like? You took good care of it. Take care.
Yeah, I'm wearing some PJs too on my one day where I'm not going out and doing anything in particular. I say my one day, but that's most days actually. There's another item in a chest that I haven't gone back and gotten yet. I forget where exactly in the Baljet Mountains it is, but I know it's relatively early, and I could go get it. And I probably will just to show off the secret. I'm not going to go and get it yet because there's something in the Forest of Jigramol that I still need to show off. And hopefully I... Thank you. Hopefully I don't regret my existence doing this. But I probably will. I need to follow this path and then take the first right, follow that straight and go left all the way to the tower. Axe, spear, fist. I haven't really shown off many of the fist skills at this point, I guess. How dare you? By the way, Hector breakdances with his fist style. That's a thing he can do. Breakdancing Hector, that's one of the funnier things to me. Oops, I was going the wrong way. So we're going to turn this guy into a speed mail one more time. But I'm going to do it to show off the other evolution you get on this tree that isn't the Rosettes. The Rosettes is just my favorite. I would argue this other one is a little bit better than the Rosettes, though. Taking out the rubbish. Okay. Is there a new Metroid game coming, or is it just a remaster? I saw something about... No, Metroid Prime 4 is a brand new fucking game. Metroid Prime stopped at 3 games originally. Metroid Prime 2, and Metroid Prime 3 Echoes. So, yeah, the new Metroid game, the new Metroid Prime coming out is brand spanking new. It looks like it's going to be incredible. I need to play the other Metroids. I need to finish the Metroid game that's on my DS, and I need to play Metroid Dread. You stabbed my innocent devil! Sun Tears! Oh my god, I finally got Sun Tears again. They finally dropped their rare drop. I'm very conflicted with the DMC TV show so far. On one hand, it looks like it's got a lot of potential to be great. On the other, I don't like Yuri Lowenthal using his Nero voice for very young Dante. And I don't understand why Dante isn't using Ebony and Ivory from the get-go. And I'm very sad that the original voice actor for Virgil did not come back to voice Virgil. I'm conflicted. It looks like it's going to be great, but it also looks like it could have issues. Well, I understand that Dante's original actor retired, but I feel like they'd at least get somebody who could try to sound like him, and Yuri Lowenthal isn't even trying to sound like him. That's my issue. Face card in a spirit of beauty. Arrives with coffee and pastries. Give me one. Hello, Governor. It's looking like the Devil May Cry anime that they're using here is not going to be tied into the mainline universe the way it used to. It looks like, from what I'm seeing, the new Devil May Cry anime they're making is kind of a rehash of how Dante ends up in DMC 3. I don't know how I feel about that. Excuse me while I start breakdancing. Morning from the U.S. I feel really good today. I felt really good for a while. Pretty sure the books and games covered everything. Well, they did, yeah. Honestly, I feel like what they could do if they really wanted to do something is... Okay, I can use the sword. I think what they should do is actually, instead of doing that, take the... Send an ambulance, I can't lift my drink bottle. What they could have done was instead do something involving Virgil as the more direct character. Somewhat feels like maybe they took a surface glance at DMC. I think they took a bit more than a surface glance at it. They're using a lot of old nods. My biggest issue is that I don't really like. I don't like the new voice acting, because Yuri Lowenthal could be trying to imitate Dante, and he's not. He's literally Nero's voice on Dante, and that doesn't make any fucking sense. And the fact that Dante isn't using ebony and ivory from the get-go really has me questioning, where are his pistols? Because the ebony and ivory weapons are in the concept artwork that's used for a lot of the stuff for the show. So where are his fucking handguns? Like, those handguns are iconic, and they're tied to him. Like, those are his guns. Why is he using a pair of standard 9mm Berettas? Why would he do that? Standard 9mm pistols don't do that much to demons. It's why Lady in Devil May Cry 3 had to spend so much fucking ammo in order to kill a target. It's because demons resist gunfire from conventional weapons. This is gay. I don't know, I wasn't paying attention. Of course you weren't paying attention. That speed mail is ripping everything to pieces. The woman who made those guns gifted them to him, right? I'm not sure. I thought Dante had them handmade himself. The way I remember it, Dante had his pistols custom and designed. I don't remember if he did it though, or if he contracted somebody to do it. I don't think she did. I don't think that name is on those guns. Like, you're thinking of the lady from DMC 3 or DMC 5, I think, and I don't think she made his handguns. I know there's a woman's image, I think, carved into the side of one of the guns. Church people knocked on my door. Oh, God. Oh, no. Oh, God. No. Regal, be gentle. Please. Regal. They know not what they do wrong. America is wild. They really do that. I offered them coffee. I was gonna say, like, in the words of the Darkness from the Darkness 2, they know not what they do. The simple thing about it is just be kind to people who are kind in return. Yeah, my response to that thought process is most church people who approach you are usually fairly kind about the way they approach you. It's just they often come off as condescending by the time they're done talking to you, because by the end of it, it is, believe in my faith or you are, you know, kind of going to hell because you're a heretic. And God will not let you into heaven even if you're a good person, unless you pray to them. I like the proselytizers. It's always a cordial exchange at the door. I'm devout in my religion, and they in theirs. Makes for interesting conversations. When church people come to my door, I grab a stick and look ill and everything, so they leave me alone faster so I can sit down. Just tell them you're a Satanist. You'll be fine. They'll leave you the fuck alone. They're not doing it to be cruel, they're doing it to be social. No, they're doing it to spread their religion. They're not doing it to be social. Don't fucking lie to yourself. That's the whole point of missionaries, is to spread their faith. And there's nothing inherently wrong with that, don't get me wrong. But they are not doing it to be social. That is not the same thing. Spreading religion is social. Spreading religion requires being social, but it is not done for the sake of being social. That's why I'm saying they're not doing it to be social. That's a terribly isolationist belief. It's not an isolationist belief. That is a realization of the sole reason they got out to be social was because they are mandated by their religion to spread it. Going on mission is a requirement for them. They are required to be social for their religion. That's not an isolationist belief. That's a fact from having to go to several churches and talk to people about why they go on mission. Why the fuck do you think that I'm an isolationist because of that realization? Don't mind me just dodging ninja spike bombs from skeletons. These were not Mormons, some Judaic branch that was inviting a second coming dinner. Oh! Okay. Well, Mormons, Catholics, Christians in general are all required to go on mission. That's a fact of their faith. So, I wasn't trying to be an isolationist douchebag. I was acknowledging the fact that they are there because they're kind of made to by their creed after a certain point. That's not an insult. That's not even an isolationist belief. That's a fact given to me by the people of that faith. So... that's why I said that. Catholics don't mission, they proselytize. Okay. Mormons mission. Mormons absolutely mission. I believe most subsections of Christianity mission to some degree. Proselytize is a very weird word, and I haven't heard it in ages. Literally, I haven't heard it in this life. I forget what it specifically means. Christians, it kind of depends, but they're the opposite of Catholics. Yeah, Catholics are way more regimented about it, though. Oh, God. Wow, I dodged one asshole and the other... fuck off. I dodged one dickhead and the other just leaps into picking me up. He's supposed to have a wind-up for that animation, so he started that before I even got close. To induce someone to convert to one's faith, it can also mean to recruit someone to join one's party, institution, or cause. So again, the purpose was not to be social, the purpose was to spread faith. So, yeah, I wasn't wrong either way. Proselytize is just a more generalized word for go out and try to convert others. I should start doing that about cheese. Hey, you should love cheese. It's delicious. At least they ain't religions from the Middle East who have not decided to get with modern times. I'm not touching that one, Rev. That, oh my god. First of all, yes, they have. I believe one of the major predominant faiths in the Middle East is the Muslim faith. And most Muslims have gotten with modern times. They just have their own cultural belief about certain things, such as eating pork, and that's their culture, that's their belief, and I'm not going to fucking infringe upon that. I am, however, going to tell you that I won't be a Muslim because I like eating pig. That, and I've read their book, and I don't really care for it. Well, I've read sections of it. Not the I haven't actually read the actual book of the law, but I hate religion. Religion is not the problem. It's the way religion is often used by a lot of sects that is the problem. You need to be able to understand that. Because not all Muslims are horrible people, dude. I'm not touching that, first of all. I wasn't going to touch that in the sense that I wasn't about to just go into how all of the specifics for that had to go, because that is one hell of a can of worms. I've gathered, get the bad outweigh the good ones. How do you know that? Have you been to the Middle East, Rev? I don't think you have. I haven't either, which is why I don't try to say the bad outweigh the good ones on that. Jesus Christ. This is why I didn't want to go into this conversation. God damn it. Alright, the corpse, a killer corpse seething with murderous intent. Its sword overflows with rage and anger. This is why I named him Leoric, by the way. And as you can see, he is a berserker. Immigration is part of it too. That's this topic. That sounds like a very gross oversimplification of your of the subject. I don't think you understand that quite as well as you think you do. I realize that probably sounds incredibly insensitive, and that's not my intention. But I don't think you understand that quite the way you think you do. Text is limited. Yeah, it kind of is. Muslimism is just another belief in God and a higher power. At its core, that's all it is. Like, if you read a lot of the major tenets to the Muslim belief, they preach peace, love, and kindness as much as any religion's actual religious text does. It's how a lot of people interpret and twist it that make it bad. And I'll be honest, the Muslims weren't really any better about it than the fucking Christians were back in the era of the Crusades, when both of them were butchering each other and calling each other heretic and infidel, two words for essentially the same thing, and at the way they were used. And they were just as murderous. Christians didn't do the Crusades, the Catholics did. Okay, yeah, the Catholics, not the Christians, excuse me. The Catholics were the ones behind the Crusades. The Christians and the Catholics both spawned from the same fucking Bible. They just interpret that Bible two very different ways. And yes, it was born from the Hebrew Bible. Both faiths were. Muslimism was also born from the Hebrew Bible. The reality of those faiths is they're all splinter factions You're making my theology degree twitch. The reality of them is that the vast majority of the beliefs that you're talking about, Rev, come from the same place. But none of them actually preach murder, death, and killing. They all actually preach, spread the faith, treat humanity as though you would wish to be treated, and be done with it. Lots of people, though, twisted the words of those books and turned them into books to practice mass slaughter, genocide, and execution on the belief that God would approve of it. A motorbike just roared in front of my house. Oh, cool. Abrahamic faith have been used as excuses for war since they started in Egypt. Yes. Yes, they have. Both of them. God's as good an excuse as any for murder. Yeah, that's kind of the problem with that, and this is why I didn't want to have this discussion. Like, this is why I didn't want to go into this, Rev, because that is a really dark, fucked up rabbit hole of bloodshed, violence, and misinterpretation. The vast majority of all religious wars, though, that have been fought, the Tower of Evermore. This is the hardest area in the entirety of the game, by the way. In all of Curse of Darkness, this is the area that's going to kick you in the dick, and your nutsack, and your vagina, and your tits, more than any other area in the game. All the enemies start at level 4. The game has checkpoints every 10 floors instead of every 5 floors. That you will notice that Cyclops just shit kicked me for over 200 points of damage. And it's because the Red Ogre is level 75. So I'm probably going to die a few times trying to do this. Yay! Nope. I am not going to get caught in that fucking head grab. I know how much damage that does. On a level 75 Red Ogre. Nope. And look at the sheer amount of damage he took before he died. That was ridiculous. His ADHD just flavored water or no? Yes. Energy shock. Flavored water is good stuff. Flavored water is not a bad thing. Oh dear fucking god. Okay. Here's why I said to my secretary that carpet bombs is kind of your lifesaver in this particular area. The game loves to hit you with a lot of rapid sniper orcs. And these rapid sniper orcs do a shit ton of damage. And carpet bombs allows you to just decimate a lot of enemies all at once. And it's only going to get harder from here, by the way. Fizzy air. Sparkling anything is disgusting. I like a lot of sparkling drinks. I don't know what your fucking problem is. It's basically just fizzy fruit juice, and I like that. Why is that a bad thing? Level up. Keep in mind, that guy hit me at level 75 for over 200 damage. I'm level 57. I was level 56 when he did that. I like bubbly wine. I like fizzy stuff. I love fizzy drinks. I love the carbonation. I like the... I like the sensation it gives. It probably sounds dumb. Don't get any unmentionable substances in this game. No textured beverages for the little secretary. Yeah, apparently. If you're wondering why I'm constantly breaking all the candles, it's so that I can try and get a meat drop just to heal me in case I don't really want to heal myself. And I want to try and minimize the amount of healing that I do. Every so often you get rooms in the Tower of Evermore that kind of give you a break because the enemies are not quite as powerful, but also kind of don't, because they all still deal a lot of damage and none of them are low level. It's kind of as close to catching a break as the game is willing to give you. Oh, I got a large meat drop, thank God. Roast chicken. It'll save your life. US water also attacks. I just kind of let that guy hit me there like an idiot. Twice. Carpet bombs! Carpet bombs, they are my savior! Dealing thousands of damage to all of these ogres! Not letting him do that. You can quit trying to grab me now. Good God, you guys are obsessed with that fucking grab. Oh shit. Hey look, a lot of death rippers. Ladies and gentlemen, that was a lot of death rippers. Those are level 75 Fleamen, by the way. They will hit you for a shitload of damage. And that's why you abuse carpet bombs. No, he's talking about travel time, Regal, not actually being able to get in. Jesus. Yeah, that was the first checkpoint floor, by the way, and the first checkpoint floor had level 75 Fleamen that can slap you for over 100 damage per hit. Floor 39. We're 1/5 of the way down. Level up! I don't even know if I'm going to be able to get through the entire tower in one run or not. I'm going to try. Those are level 75 final guards, by the way. Jesus! He almost killed my damn innocent devil. There's usually a centerpiece enemy in the Tower of Evermore, and it's very easy to tell which one it is. You just have to see either how much damage it does or what level it's at. And then you get rooms like these where the enemies are high enough level to kind of be a threat, but there's no centerpiece enemies, so you can just kill them all and usually restore an innocent devil by a good chunk. Let's take a look at what level he's at right now. He's level 52. He grew 10 levels just going in here. Just gonna throw that out there. He grew 10 levels in 10 floors. I hate these fucking skeleton riders so much. You stalk and prowl because you're a predator. That's the real reason. That's the real reason! I said predator, I didn't say what kind. I think that presumption tells me something about you, not me. Also, I was doing it because it was funny. Sunny side up, egg! He had free dropped his rare drop. Level up! Does anybody else like my foot in their ass today? Also, I have the devil's number for my HP. You're all welcome. I need a new punching bag. I broke another one. Oh, Jesus. I don't have to kill blood skeletons, do I? No, I do not. Okay, good, because the only innocent devil that can, I didn't have. I shouldn't have taken Vivi out. These are very high-level blood skeletons, by the way. Yeah, those blood skeletons hit for over 100 points of damage per. And these final guards are just intentionally wasting my time and refusing to act. Because they know that they don't have to do anything. You didn't hit me. That was bullshit. He just keeps wasting time. He, like, that AI really was waiting for these fucking blood skeletons to murder my ass. Angry Kung Fu. Muay Thai. Muay Thai is a form of particular kickboxing. And it is a very violent, brutal martial art. Lots of elbow and knee, not just fists. Yes. Oh, thank God, the game's giving me a couple of breakthroughs here. I brought Ceruleus as a backup in case Ruby died. I break race of faces, I'm not allowed. Actually, I'm gonna withdraw my summon here because I can rob these Jin. anything so I can rob you? Ah. Oh, he... God damn it. There it is. Those things are so hard to get. I don't even know what animation trigger they need for that. Oh. A boomerang. Hanzo's clothes. Well, they murdered my innocent devil with their coming in animation. Oh, hell. Hey, my innocent devil's reviving. College chat and dojo chat here in the chat. Looks like mostly dojo chat. I'm just watching and gaming. Excuse me. Stop throwing cursed pages at me. Beelzebub Seal! That's what I was waiting on, so now I can craft the seven-bladed sword. I need a Chris Naga and a Damascus sword. Now I can craft the ultimate blade. The laser blade. Ladies and gentlemen, have you ever wanted to wield a lightsaber in a gothic fantasy setting? I have. No. Where's the laser part come from? The purple glitter material that we used is basically a meteoric crystal ore that somehow when you combine with all the other swords, blade type swords in the game, you can automatically turn it into a weapon. And no, it doesn't come from holy magic. This is not a holy weapon. This is a weapon from beyond the stars, which implies eldritch origins. You would have seen that weapon anyway, even if I hadn't forged it, because Isaac will use it in our final battle with him. It's the name of the material you have to steal from the Dullahan. Well, Ruby's dead. Yeah, level 75 Cyclops. I fucking knew it. Ugh. Would technically be science. Yes and no. Also, game, that was the douchiest thing you could have done to me right there. He bull rushes you the instant you come in the fucking room. That basically guarantees you will lose 200 to 300 hit points. And your innocent devil's gonna take a ridiculous amount of unnecessary damage. And the real problem enemy here is not the actual fucking Cyclops. It's these goddamn warlocks, because they'll double his attack and defense. Which can make him one-shot. Is that the 20th floor? Oh, hi. I am not fighting all of these fucking assassin zombies while I've got thunder dragons on my ass. Hey, hey, you like being used for murder. Don't act like it's not a hobby you don't enjoy. Knock my HR up so when the new shit drops I can... You said knock your HR up and I'm like, oh god, why would you want to impregnate your HR rep? Luckily, carpet bombs is a good solution to them, too. I don't even remember how far down this damn tower I am. Okay, so we're on the last 16 floors. Hey, the Duke Mirage! The ultimate version of the Dead Fencer and Baron. And they have every single move those guys have. And a couple of new ones. Oh, he dropped his light ring. That's wonderful. That allows me to resist light damage. It's nice that I can get that here when the game is over. And I've fought the few enemies that do light damage already. Drop an Angel Halo. Drop an Angel Halo! Damn it, he dropped the Forgotten Memory instead. Arc-tempered Ray Dow? There's another level of Ray Dow? What the fuck? Why is this necessary? Level up! Those are level 75 ghouls, by the way. That's the set piece enemy. You're meant to be distracted by the Duke Mirage so that the ghoul can murder you by randomly snagging you in the middle of your duels with the Duke Mirage. But if you have carpet bombs, again, that problem kind of just solves itself. Floor 14. Just gonna keep carpet bombing all the Ambuskius. Don't give me such a cheap out if you don't want me to use it, game. Particularly when that's like the only answer to those guys. We might actually make it all the way down the tower. Floor 13. More corpses. Pretty much the way that Helldivers is designed, you kind of have to cheese the shit out of it after a while. That game, this is something that a lot of people noted and a lot of people really didn't like, is that, as the game started, is that it very quickly devolved into a meta game where you kind of had to use cheese strats in order to survive, and the developers just kept debuffing everything so that a meta wouldn't exist, but none of the guns felt fun to use or play with to most of the players, so they lost their player base, and then they started buffing everything, and now everything actually kind of feels good to use again. And now most of the stratagems are decent at worst, but the thing is that on higher difficulties, you still kind of need to cheese the shit out of the game because of its design. There's lots of different ways to own the shit out of that game now. There didn't used to be, but there are now. We're finally almost done with the Tower of Evermore. Holy shit. I made it happen. I probably shouldn't count my chickens before they hatch, especially since now we're dealing with more blood skeletons. Because this game loves its blood skeletons. Floor. Oh, God! Let go! Let go of me! Fuck off, you filthy evil winged harlot! No choking me without my consent, bitch! Oh my God! Stop that! Level up! Jesus Christ, that guy does so much fucking damage. That was stupid. I love the crystal on Ceruleus's tail. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! No! Ugh! Oh! I thought I was dead. I thought I was fucking dead. Oh. Jesus Christ. God damn it, those red ogres. Those guys hit way too hard. I'll just bitch slap you for like 300 hit points. That's totally fair, right? No. Hi! Excuse me while I just let my innocent devil deal with you, tiny hopscotch assholes. Oh, fucking God, how many of you are there? Keep killing them and more keep spawning. Stop! Take the hint already, you bastards! Holy shit. Why? Pebbles, not right now. You have bad timing, Hairball. Oh! I'm not dead yet! Vampire blood. That is an extremely rare item that you have to combine with specific materials in your armor setup for a very particular outfit. Golden Bones! Ladies and gentlemen, I introduce unto you the Golden Skeleton. This is kind of the game's gift to you if you can kill all the level 75 fleamen around it. He has a metric fuck ton of hit points, but you'll notice that he's extremely susceptible to being knocked around. More so than even high-level blood skeletons are. And they're guaranteed to drop a miracle egg. Alright, let me look something up here real quick. I need to be sure. Okay, I am right. There is a specific thing I need to do. Okay, so I need a second miracle egg in order to be able to craft the last thing that I need to show off one of the game's absolute end game secrets, but I know where to get it. And I know where to get it from memory this time. Cheater, you're cheating the game. He's Googling. Well, what do you fucking expect me to do? Alright. So, ladies and gentlemen, the Tower of Evermore ends in Garibaldi. So yeah, this tower that we were at, this was a very significant place. We completed the Tower of Evermore. Alright, now I can go up to the final fucking level of the game.
Come on in.
Fully healed by Julia. Thank you, Julia.
What can I get you today? Which do you like?
Thank you so much. I'm not going to store any of
Thanks,
these
as
remaining
always.
innocent doubles, actually. This is pretty much
What can
going
I
to be the
get you?
double
What
team
will it
that I
be
take
today?
in
Will
the
that do
game.
anything else? Will that do anything? Thanks as always. Take
All right.
care.
Now. Use your noggin. I wanted to make sure I knew what I was about to craft, because from memory, I know about 90% of the secrets to this game. Some of the recipes elude me, and how to get some of the materials to those recipes. But I do remember almost everything. Come here, baby. Come here, my pebbles. Come here, honey. I know you want your lap time. Come here. You can lay down with me. I am in the middle of a stream, Alan. Alright, the Mortvia Aqueduct is where I need to go next. I love her all the time. I just was in the middle of something I didn't want to stop and take my focus away from. You shut your whore mouth. Wow, that sounded horrible. I don't want to say that again. Alright, I'm going to take the, let's see, spear, special, and axe path. I'm going to use the special weapon and start hurling fire bombs at everybody for a while. Because I can. This is offensive. Oh my god. You know I didn't mean that way. Yeah, so we can now just kind of throw Molotov cocktails around. And now that the Mortvia Aqueduct has been drained itself of water, this bridge is exposed. And then this cutscene happens before we go in. I just wanted to get everything possible done before we went in there. Okay, I wanted to make sure that joke wasn't taken too seriously. I really didn't want that.
Stands Dracula's castle.
Aye.
The curse that was unleashed 3 years ago still emanates from it. Does this mean the source of the curse is still present? At this rate...
'Tis likely the remnants of Dracula's magic. And all because of me. Damn.
I know not what happened to you in the past, but there's no time for regret. We must try to cleanse the castle and dispel the vile curse.
If the curse spurs from demonic power, I may be able to find the source. Indeed, I must. For this is something only I can do.
Then make haste. If the castle is resurrected, it is possible that Dracula is revived.
If that is so, we must call Belmont. It is he who slew Dracula before. He can help us now.
Alas, he cannot.
But why?
He suffered a terrible injury. I barely saved his life, but even now it hangs by a thread. 'Twas my brother's...
Yeah, he only got stabbed through the fucking lung!
A devil-forged master...
Back in that day, no form of actual medicine would have saved him.
Do not
But
let the curse
she's a
take hold of
witch,
you.
so maybe she has healing
I'm
magic.
certain that
Maybe
she
that
would
saved
not wish
his
you
life.
to pay such a price for your revenge.
So, you know about Rosalie?
The hour is late.
It is never explained in this game how she knows about Hector's wife.
Back to your home.
Because as far as we can tell, in this game at least,
Please, do not die.
Trevor never finds out, so Trevor doesn't say it. But, like, did Isaac tell her at some point? We don't know because the game doesn't tell us. Why does she know about Hector's dead wife? Why does she know? Because, he's never seen her before. Did Isaac bring her up in a conversation we never saw? Like, it's called being better than everyone. Fuck off with that Mary Sue bullshit. Never! Dracula's castle! We're here at last! We're here at last! And I am going to throw a whole bunch of Molotovs at this guy because why the hell not? Ladies and gentlemen, this is how you barbecue somebody. Jesus Christ, this is taking longer to kill him than I thought it would. Okay, I'm not going to do that. We'll use the spear. We'll use the spear. That's going to take forever. And I don't want this stream to take too long. I can do what I like. You called me a whore. Oh my god. So we'll notice. So the servants of death are trying to stop us from going up Dracula's castle. Interesting. Because we haven't seen death the whole game, have we? It's interesting that we've had to fight his servants on multiple instances. Ladies and gentlemen, the worst kind of spinal surgery. The music for this stage is also pretty kick-ass. Konami's music developers don't get near enough fucking good credit. Game? Oh my god. Hey. Hey! Cut that shit out. God. Spamming your fucking stun attack. Rude! Slap the shit out of you with this thing. Really hurt my feelings. Oh no. This is what I just said a minute ago I was trying to avoid, damn it! The feels. Oh my god. Ladies and gentlemen, the most dramatic performance ever from she who should have her own dramatic movie drama. Goodbye. You asshole! Get off me! This fucking Gaibin, man! The rudest asshole. So now we gotta fight our way around the outside battlements of the castle. Dracula's castle is actually, for the most part, one of the most straightforward levels in the game. It has a couple of minor detours. And with the exception of the Tower of Evermore, has the toughest enemies in the game. But, like, that's with the exception of the Tower of Evermore. The Tower of Evermore is the most difficult area in the game. And if you clear the Tower of Evermore before you get here, you can easily clear Dracula's castle. There's nothing in Dracula's castle that can stop you if you can make your way through the Tower of Evermore. First the Wookiee and now the... Oh my god! You know what? I don't think Drama Queen describes you well enough anymore. I think Drama Empress is a little bit better. And then I went and get myself repeatedly shot in the face by a fucking crossbow. Lightning Strike! It's not my fault, these are my reactions to your actions. Technically it is, actually, because how you react to a situation is entirely under your control. So... So what you just said actually is less valid than you think. Damn it. Ah! Get off me. I don't like you very much. I'm not doing this on stream. So we've unlocked the Scissor Rod, I think is what this one's called. No, that's the Talon Rod. The Scissor Rod is a different one. circle scissors. Now, if you break this open, you can pick up the Medusa ring, which will prevent you from being turned to stone. If you are having issues getting petrified, like I almost got killed by in the Tower of Evermore because of the Red Ogre, come here and pick that ring up, and it will help you. I'm not doing this. Oh. There we go, we've revealed that hallway. Yeah, the game throws a lot of armored sprinters at you in this hallway section. It even launches a few final guards at you. It doesn't... They're not really as terrifying now after what we've done in the Tower of Evermore. The Tower of Evermore shot us up to level 63 from level 56. Or 62, I think, actually. We leveled up once in the castle. Freeze. One of the few ice moves in the game. There we go, and now we can go back and proceed to the next floor. Here we go! Down into the blood-soaked basements that look like a torture chamber. Okay. And this is the first save point that we get in the entire castle. You have to clear the entire outer battlements and inner hallways of the first floor just to get a chance to save. Hello, Pebbles. Hi. Hi. Can I help you? Can I help you? Yes, Dad. Yes, Daddy. Come here. Come on. Why you pick me up? At least when you pick me up, you put me in lap time. But why you pick me up? I get cuddle time. Yeah, freeze is an interesting ability. Oh look, Iron Maiden torture racks. Sun Tears! Didn't think I was gonna get those again. a school cap. I need to get more spirits of Fuji. I'm out of those. Blood-soaked basement. This place probably reeks of rotten flesh and blood. Ugh. Oh, that's a horrible smell. Ogre Rod. Agnia! That's a spell from the previous game, and it's still pretty good here. Holy Lightning! Device doesn't support headphones. How does it not? Of course it does. Makes no sense to me. Oh, look, the Sagos. Synchron Saucer Bee. This is kind of a unique floating attack, because as you swing, these things will actually fly out at enemies, which can give you a little bit of extra range for your attacks. Miracle Egg! Now, we combine that Miracle Egg with this mace to make a Pico Pico Hammer. And if we want, we can combine the Pico Pico Hammer with the Pumpkin Head to create the Pumpkin Mace. Now, that looks like a joke weapon, and it actually is. But it's a joke weapon that has a unique function, and we'll see it here in a little while. Oh no, you don't understand. The autistic hyperfixation has been triggered, Liz. She's gonna do it now, whether it's worth it or not. Yep. The power of autism! I am also autistic, so if people think that I'm making fun of autistic people, you're wrong. I am simply noting what is triggering the reaction of the individual. I have my autism card. Alright, we need to summon Kane here. In order to magic circle through this grating. Nico, Nico, Nico. What? What the fuck was that? Does not compute. Yeah, the issue that I have with Dracula's Castle in this game is that it's easily the least interesting level in the entirety of the game. It's just kind of a level that's here. And pretty much, aside from the Miracle Egg, there's one other secret area in the entirety of Dracula's Castle. And it's kind of a bad secret. It's good in the sense that that I figured out a way to make it useful, but it's bad because it's not actually a very good, like, what it gives you is not good, but what you can make use of with what it gives you is actually helping. Because there's a hidden innocent devil type in this game, and it's hidden in Dracula's Castle. The problem with the hidden innocent devil type is that the hidden innocent devil type sucks. Hello, Pebbles. What are you doing?
I'm begging for my attention and my pets, hold on. I'm begging for them, I'm begging. I'm nice and warm and comfy, I got my home on.
I know. You're a pod animal. Oh, I would really like a drink right now. Do I try to finish the game now? I don't think so. I think I'll save this for one more stream. And it'll be the stream of going up through Dracula's castle and completing the game. Because if I try to do this that way, it's going to take forever. Because I have the entire rest of the castle to go up through. And the castle itself is like 8 floors. Thank you all very much for watching. I've been Savage Hound Dusk, and tune in next time where I try to clear Dracula's castle and finish the final bosses of the game. Stop by YouTube if you want to catch up on all my remaining streams, and stop by my Discord if you guys want to be able to join the community that I'm trying to build in there, and maybe even suggest some games for me to play in the future. Have a nice day.